Hi, my name is Sarah Butts, and this is my introduction video. I'm a middle school math teacher. I teach at Elizabeth Martin. It's the only K-8 school in the district. I teach in the school district of Lancaster, and I specifically teach 7th and 8th grade math. I'm interested in STEM for a couple reasons. The main ones are listed here, but I would like to make my learning more relevant to students. I started implementing learning explorations this school year after training, which is giving students a real-life situation, seeing if they can get to a solution, and then kind of attaching it to a math concept. They're not larger projects, but it's more like a quick activity demonstrating how a real-life situation can be related to math. So I would like to improve on these to make them more involved STEM tasks. And my students also have a STEM class every day. So my interests in STEM include being able to collaborate with the STEM teacher to make the learning in both the STEM class, math, and science a lot more relevant for my kids. Outside of school time, I like to spend time with family and friends. I love playing kickball. I like to spend time at the beach when I can, but the most important part of my life is my 5-year-old Noah.
Hi.
My favorite cartoon characters growing up were in the TV shows Rugrats and also in Hey Arnold. Chucky was specifically my favorite, though. I really felt that the STEM definition hit the most important parts from everything I've learned so far, so I kind of use this to make my own definition. I would like to call my definition of STEM a working definition. One of my classmates in my last grad class used this as a way to have a definition for something, but then as you learned more, you could adapt it. Instead of just calling it the definition, it can improve over time. So currently my definition of STEM would be using the connections between science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to develop a deeper understanding of the material and how all of the disciplines are related to one another, while also providing opportunities for children to create, collaborate, and innovate. And as the course goes on, I might end up adapting this based on what I learned. So I'm not sure. I was struggling with a STEM activity. I'm not sure if this is exactly a STEM activity, but recently we were working on a unit on data, and so ahead of time, I presented this graph, and I asked the following questions. What is happening in the chart? What are you noticing about the change in gun deaths in Florida? And what do you think this trend in gun deaths means based on the chart? Gave students time to look at the chart and kind of analyze what's going on here. So in each of my classes, a student or two had realized that along the y-axis right here, the part that's in the box, the numbers were decreasing rather than increasing. And so once this was kind of brought to the attention of the class, I asked the questions, why is it important that we know how to read graphs and charts? And what do you think the person who made this chart was trying to convey? So again, I did have a hard time thinking through an activity that I've done that's really truly STEM. And although I'm still a little hesitant if this activity is STEM, I feel that it does. We do focus on asking questions. Students were analyzing and interpreting data. And then we were looking at the structure of the graph, and we were kind of determining what was the use of it, and figuring out why it was done or drawn out the way it was. So I have the importance of STEM, a lot of the reasons listed here. I'm sure there's a lot more I could have put on here as well. But again, I think if we look at the 4th bullet point on here, it really allows students to learn concepts, but in a more meaningful way, something that students will remember longer. They also can see things as more relevant because it kind of applies more to real life than just sitting down and learning procedures or memorizing facts. And that deeper understanding is very important too, having a deeper understanding of all the content. Some of my goals are listed here. The others are also listed on my interest in STEM, but the one that I find the most important is down here. In the video, Neil Tyson said, the act of having learned the math established a wiring in your brain that did not exist before, and it made students a problem solver. And that's what I want to do. I want to create problem solvers and people who can contribute positively to society. So thank you for watching my video. I look forward to working with everybody throughout this course.